There are mistakes you can explain to other people, and then there are mistakes you keep explaining to yourself. The conversation plays on repeat, the decision you regret, the opportunity you miss, the moment you wish you could take back, and no matter how much time passes, part of you is still standing there, staring at the worst chapter of your life, wondering if you will ever move beyond it. Few years ago, there was a man with foundation beneath him can build almost anything. Welcome back to this channel. If you are new here, this series is about rebuilding after life's difficult season. The season that leaves scars, questions, lessons we never expected to learn. And if you have been walking through this rebuilding journey with us, thank you for being here. Today, we are talking about something many people carry silent, the struggle to make peace with the part of themselves that failed. Stay with me, because this conversation may help you lay down a burden you have carried for a long time. Most people have a chapter they don't like revisiting, a relationship they mishandled, a business that failed, a dream they abandoned, a decision that hurt someone, a season when they weren't the person they wanted to be. And even if the life has moved forward, the memory remains. Sometimes it appears unexpectedly, late at night, during quiet moments, in conversation that triggers old emotions, and suddenly you are back there again, reliving what happened, not because you enjoy it, but because part of you still believe you should have done better, should have known better, should have been better. Before we continue, if this message reminds you of someone carrying guilt, regret, or self-judgment, share it with them. Sometimes people need permission to stop fighting battles that ended years ago. And if you are committed to rebuilding from the inside out, subscribe and join us for the journey ahead. Here is what many people don't realize. There is a difference between learning from the past and living inside it. Learning asks, what can this teach me? Living inside it asks, why wasn't I better? One creates wisdom, the other creates shame. And shame has a way of freezing people in place. It convinces you that your worst moment is your true identity, that your failure is your divination, that your mistake tells the whole story, but they don't. Because no human being can be summarized by their lowest point. No chapter deserves the power to become the entire book. We'll be right back after a short break. And when we return, we shall be talking about what it actually means to make peace with a part of yourself you are still struggling to accept. Welcome back. Making peace with your failure doesn't mean pretending they don't happen. It doesn't mean avoiding responsibility. It doesn't mean rewriting history. It means telling the truth, the whole truth, not just the painful part. The truth that yes, you made a mistake. Yes, you fell short. Yes, there are things you wish you could change. But it is also true that you have learned, you have grown, you have survived. You become more aware than you were before. The person who made those mistakes is not the same person listening to this message today. Growth changes people, and healing always allows us to recognize that. If you are carrying regret right now, ask yourself a simple question. What will I say to a friend who made this same mistake? Would you tell them they are hopeless? Will you tell them they will never recover? Will you tell them they are defined forever by one chapter? Probably not. You do remind them that they are human. You do remind them that growth takes time. You do remind them that failure is something they experience, not who they are. Now try extend some of that same grace to yourself, not because you are excusing the past, but because you cannot heal while constantly attacking yourself. Healing requires honesty, but it also requires compassion. Maybe today you are still carrying something you wish you had never happened, a decision, a mistake, a season of life that still hurts to remember. That is okay. You don't have to erase it. You don't have to deny it, but you don't have to keep living under under it either, because your failure may be part of your story, but they are not the author of it. There is still more to be written. If this message speaks to you today, share it with someone who may be carrying more guilt than they deserve. Save it for the moment when old mistakes tries to convince you have stopped growing, and subscribe if you are committed to rebuilding a life defined by growth, not regret. Until next time, take care of yourself and remember, you can learn from your failures without becoming them.